All right, y'all. We are live, and this is going to be a scary video for a lot of people in who has been in this world of Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk footage. This is going to be an exposure, and it isn't malice on anybody, but this is an exposure of information that we have all been using that possibly we just found this out has been doctored. So everybody on X, everybody on YouTube may be victims of this. And I'm not mad at anybody. Things just happen. So today I need everybody to share this video on X, share this video on all your group chats, because if you know somebody that's been going down this Charlie Kirk rabbit hole, it's a possibility that they all have been affected by all of this information that we're about to share. So Alley Top Files is in the building, and shout out to Chris.
Hey, Eric.
Right. Y'all got anything to say? I'm going to play the like button song to make sure everybody is coming on in. But what y'all got to say?
I'm just excited to be on a live stream with you together and to discuss this. So yeah,
let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so to give y'all a tidbit of what's going on, let's talk about this first video right here. So let me know what is going on here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on a big screen so everybody can see it. All right, here we go. All right, so who is in this video and what exactly is going on?
Chris will fill you in there.
Yeah.
All right, so in this video, we see Mr. Farnsworth walk from the audio table over to almost in front of the tent. And then he gives a look to somebody who's just behind the barricade. And you can see Terrell right there, the white shirt. He just put his arms up and he's crossing his arms to the left of the screen.
So Terrell, he has a light gray shirt on and he has his back turned, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And what are we? What is the person?
Anthony West is on the floor. There's another audio guys on the floor, but there's also, somebody else he's looking at.
Color shirts, black shirt, right?
Well, no, there's two. There's an audio guy on the floor, and there's Terrell that he's signaling to two people, I think. But go ahead, Chris.
Okay, right there. Okay, so identify all of the people first so everybody can see. So the people in the red also. So here we go. I'm going to start over. So that's Terrell walking. He's crossing his arms.
Yeah. And now as the video pans over, it looks like he gives a signal to somebody. At least it could be nothing, could be something.
So right here, he has his hands up to his face.
Yeah. And stop right there, just before it goes to the other video.
Okay, so let's go back.
There, right there.
Okay.
Now, so Terrell is just off of the frame on the right. And in the top left corner, we see just
red shirt.
I believe
is a photographer,
Yeah, I believe, which is a photographer, beside the two people in the red shirts. You'll notice the two people in the red shirts there. One is wearing a red hat. One person's wearing a white hat. We're looking at the photographer that's beside them in the black shirt.
The black guy with broad shoulders that has a white hat on and a black shirt. So put a 1 in the chat right now that y'all can see the black guy with broad shoulders with a white hat and black shirt. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see that.
And this was posted on Buddy Going a Walk on X. So this isn't our footage. This is somebody on X that did this.
Okay. All right. So keep going.
Yep.
All right. So this is about giving hand signals to the person in the black guy in a black shirt. So Terrell and the black guy with a black shirt. So here we go. So this is the signal. Boom.
Right there. Hand up to the face right there. And he's over. He moves position.
He gets in position.
Terrell walks back. He checks the speaker right there.
He checked the speaker before he went back.
Right there.
Yeah.
See how he gives that quick glance up as he walks by?
Yeah.
Yes. Back it up a little bit again. Yeah.
And that's a speaker that has the transmitter that we found. Me, Lindsay, and Wisha from X. We found that transmitter or receiver.
Okay.
We used the transmitter on the speaker. Okay, so is there more to this video, or is that it?
I believe that was it, but it's just something that we haven't seen before.
Yeah,
and it's just very unusual why he would be out there communicating with anybody.
Yeah.
Like it's just weird. Like he should be. You're getting ready to go soon. You should be monitoring the equipment, right? Like CK is about to start speaking, so it's not a time to go walk around and check out the crowd and wave to friends.
Right. And who was the guy in the black shirt?
I believe that's the photographer Charles McClintock, which does excellent work.
He does excellent work. But Charles McClintock, even though he's a friend of everybody, is the person in question, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. So there's a significance of talking about that. So we're about to get deep into the weeds right now. So I'm about to play the like button song, and we're going to get into it. So everybody hit the like button, share this video with everybody you know, because it's about to get crazy.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat.
Okay. All right.
Dancing. I love it. I love that. I love that one.
I bobbed my head through the whole thing. So.
Yeah. We're like,
okay. All right. So now we're going to play this video right here because we're setting the stage for what we're about to talk about. So here we go.
Okay.
Angle. How would you explain your take?
Everybody has about Tyler Robinson.
So first of all, shout out to Didi with a podcast and shout out to George Webb. George Webb has said some things about Candace that I did not like, but I am a person that is able to compartmentalize. So I look at everything separately and not all together. All right. So this is a video that some of y'all have seen, but is extremely important in the context in which we're talking about today. So shout out to Didi with a podcast. Here we go.
The Tyler Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about Tyler Robinson is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC background. Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming the FBI is relying on are all ROTC photographers.
All the filming, you mean like filming the shoot on the roof?
Yep.
So right there is extremely important. I'm going to back it up because I'm sure y'all missed it. So here we go again.
Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming the FBI
the people that did all the filming
is relying on are all ROTC photographers.
Are all ROTC photographers. So keep that in mind.
Allegedly,
according to George Webb. Okay.
We don't want anything from anyone.
Right. So we're just speaking on what somebody else is saying. We're sharing information. So one more time, because this is very, very important. Because if you want to think about this, if it is true, whether it's true or not, if I'm using the word if it is true that all of the photographers in this case are working for the ROTC, well, the ROTC is the government and the government is the CIA. And as you all know, virtually every person in the cover up of all of this is military,
Yes.
right? So think about ROTC and military, and every single
Also,
person.
a lot of
whether-
people have said
Yeah.
that the guy on the roof, a lot of people have said that it's not real.
Yeah.
So what George Webb is saying is factual. And
sense.
he did this video from the beginning of
Mhm.
like September, October. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So altogether, to a certain degree, and we're just sharing information to a certain degree, what it seems like, word seems, because I don't want to incriminate anybody. What it seems like is that every video and every photo that we have been using is by the actual ops. All right. So here we go again.
The Tyler Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about Tyler Robinson is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC background. Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming the FBI is relying on are all ROTC photographers.
All the filming, you mean like filming the shoot on the roof?
Yep, the filming of the shooting on the roof where the guy jumps off.
And are you saying that Tyler was affiliated with these people?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, he's a member of the ROTC. He was in a club. I went to the club. It was the Buzzards and Bees.
So put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember this Buzzards and Bees situation. And
just talked about it.
yeah, Candace talked about it. And of course, I over here, well, we really, to be honest with you, Allie talks about it also, the tadpole traffic lights. It all has something to do with tadpoles. So the Buzzards and Bees is literally the tadpoles flirting or hanging out with the quote unquote buzzards. And in this situation, the buzzards are grown men. So just keep that in mind. Buzzards and bees. I just say buzzards and tadpoles. So they're using bees instead of tadpoles.
Society, it was a military program using young men to try.
Hear that? Military operation using tadpoles. And I'm pausing it on purpose because I'm trying to separate the words. So YouTube can't just collaborate the words and be like, oh, this video just said tadpole traffic lighting. Okay.
Try to compromise older men.
Try to compromise older men. I'm doing this on purpose. So anybody's like, just play the video. No, because YouTube will flag this video. Okay. So what he's actually elaborating on is the bees will get with the older men. And next thing you know, they would get a lot of intel and information and now be able to coerce the military men to do certain things that somebody that is talking to the bees to get them to do. So keep that in mind.
In the missile, space, and defense business in Utah.
George.
So think about that. The missile and defense and the bees are now in the bedrooms of these men who are now able to do a lot of different things in certain situations, i.e. this Charlie Kirk unaliving.
At what point do you start to suspect that something's off? Is it the same day? Is it a week later?
About an hour afterward. It wasn't necessarily the shooter and the 30-06 bullet and all that stuff. That came later. It was just the, what we call the rabbits. The white rabbit is usually something that you have to chase to send people off in the wrong direction. Right off that, I said, oh, military operation here.
Do you believe that Doge is sort of equally as important or more important than the Egyptian planes?
It's because of the why. Charlie Kirk wanted to do the Doge. That Doge audit would have found the irregularities. That's the thing they feared, because there's massive corruption and this Doge is going to find it. They even offered him supposedly money from Bibi Netanyahu. And then this DuPont offers him supposedly $1 billion stock deal. Offer he can't refuse, but no Doge.
Apparently, Erica Kirk, TPUSA, owned the fact that Tyler Boyer actually wasn't being honest. They've done other types of audits, but not what they call a forensic audit.
Now, to me, this is the obvious reason, what they call the smoking gun. There's malfeasance all over the place in the organization, and the top guy doesn't know about it, and he's going to do an investigation, and you're going to jail if that Doge computer comes in the door, and a whole bunch of people may be going to jail. If somebody is killed right after that, that's the first thing you look to as the smoking gun, as the motive, and no.
As the motive,
No one's done that.
This class action lawsuit, can you explain to us what's going on with that? What you sent to Mikey McCoy, TPUSA?
Class action comes about when the foundation no longer answers transparency questions to their donors. I don't want to hurt TPUSA. I want to get the cancer and the infiltration out of TPUSA.
And that is a key. And that is the reason why we're talking about this. We don't want to hurt any photographer. We don't want to hurt any content creator. What we have to do is to make sure that everybody is on the same page with the information that we are sharing with each other. And if we are privy to information, thus far going forward, that the information that all of us may or may not have been using has been doctored, which we are about to prove, everybody needs to know this. So it's not us trying to hurt anybody or but if something has been doctored, something is fake or wrong, in order to set a different narrative, if we keep using this information, we're never going to get to the answers. All right. So there's no malice, but we just need to know what's true and what's not true.
Which is TPUSA Faith and Rob McCoy. And that's what I think Charlie was trying to do with the Doge audit. I will suspend the class action, not just me. There's 10,000 other people involved here. We have a donor list of over 500,000 people. I don't want to do that if they move ahead with the Doge audit. I just want people to raise the question of, if Charlie thought it was a good idea and then he was told, doesn't that still make it a good idea? Because
so I'm going to play the first part and then we're going to move on to the next thing, because I want everybody to understand the main reason why we're playing this, because it's going to set the tone for the rest of the show.
Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about Tyler Robinson is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC background. Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming the FBI is relying on are all ROTC photographers.
All the filming, you mean like filming the shoot on the roof?
Yep, the film.
So right there, ROTC photographers, which means that to a certain degree, it's not a good idea to totally believe or agree with or trust any photographer or any videographer in this situation.
Allegedly,
right? Allegedly. Because remember, with Terrell Farnsworth, he seems like a nice guy, but we can't trust him either, because his last name, the Farnsworths, they literally run the entire Utah city. So, and for those people who wondering, back in the day when this first started happening, why in the world did Terrell Farnsworth, one, remove all of the SD cards from the cameras, but two, why was he able to do that without having any trouble with the police?
Right.
It's because he's a Farnsworth.
He has some pull. And Chris said that he took three SD cards. He took three
SD cards. Okay.
We thought he took two, and then we chased down some footage, some video footage, and seen him grab the third one. So.
Yeah. So Terrell Farnsworth is a Fed, just like Harpool, because his Candace Owens showed how Brian Harpool's dad is a super Fed, which means he's literally in the middle of the wasp nest. So
they all have military, or they're all ex-Fed or Fed or whatever. It's unbelievable. With all this there, I don't understand how he wasn't protected. That's mind-blowing for me.
Yeah. Okay, so what picture do you want to show first, Allie?
Okay, you want me to bring it up on the stage, or
I think I got to bring it up, but you can bring it up. Try to bring it up. See if you can, because that'd be interesting. That's cool. Which one you want to bring up? We're about to show you doctored photos.
Well, first, let's go with what I was looking at in the photo first. Can we do that? There is one photo. It has these two little lights, and it was on Charlie's.
Let's just start right here. So give people a context of what we're looking at, because if we just start showing stuff, people are going to be like, what the hell is that? All right. Because these are pieces of photos sometimes. All right. So this is the overall context in which we're talking about. Everybody's seen the photos or the videos of them carrying Charlie Kirk out of the tint onto, to the SUVs, right?
And we can't show the whole photo because obviously there's
blood, stuff going on, right?
We can't show it,
Right.
right? So initially,
now we're about to show
I was very
pieces of
excited.
these photos that have been doctored. Go ahead.
Well, initially I was very excited because I was just running off a video at the time, and I was looking at the burnt hands and from video footage, right?
Mhm.
So when these came out, I was really excited. I wanted to go look, and to be honest, it took me a while to even figure out. I thought it was all fine until I was looking at something in Harpole. Because remember that one time we were on a live stream and we were going over the Brian Harpole, Sean Ryan show. And
did you want to bring that up too? I can bring that up too.
We can, but
Okay.
for now, I'll just show you this, and I want you to go to Brian Harpole's face close up. So here we got Brian Harpole, and I remember in our live stream that we did together, he said, he had blood all over his lips. Remember? That's what he said. So I didn't see any there, but then I zoomed in and I went, I said, wait, there's nothing on his. He didn't have time to wipe his face. I didn't see it in the 16 seconds but he did say in the, it got squirted all over my lips or whatever.
Hold on.
I did notice the glasses
on top of him.
Okay, so
hold on. Put the picture back up. Put the picture back up.
All right.
I want to show put the picture back up for a sec. One
second.
second.
You want me to just show what he's saying so people can understand about the blood on the lips?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm about to show when Brian Harpole said I had blood all over my lips, and then we're going to show Brian Harpole's lips while they're carrying him out, which shows that he was lying.
And so I initially dove down on top of him and just was on him almost face to face, and then I'm on top of him up close. It squirted through my fingers, and I could taste it on my lips.
Well, he said he can taste it on his lips, but it wasn't all over his lips. But just giving y'all context. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't see anything on his lips, but it doesn't really matter. When I went to go look at that because of our conversation, I said, oh, well, what's that? And I don't know if anybody in the chat, I'm a photographer. I just saw something suspicious in his glasses there. And maybe an edit. I have no idea. And this is why, I want to bring this out and can somebody answer this? Because I don't know. I could be wrong. Well, it's the outline of his nose. You can clearly see there's something not right there. Can you not see that, babe?
What specifically?
If you look at his outline of his nose, there's a shadow, and it's just it goes down and over his nose and under.
Oh yeah, okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody in the chat sees that.
Weird.
It's stuff that you really got to look at, and I didn't even look at the photos this way. I was looking at other things in the photos, his lips and stuff like that, and then I go, whoa, well, what's that? That looks kind of weird. I don't know. What does everybody else think? What do you think, Aaron?
I can only assume it's from the bifocals, because the bottom of a person's bifocal lens has a stronger part of it, because you know how, like for an example, you'll see an old person and they'll be like this, and then they'll be like this.
Yeah.
Because there's a part of the bifocal lens that's stronger than the other one. So they'd be like this so they can just see something, right? Or they'll be like this because the bottom part is stronger. So the only thing, because I'm not a photographer, the only thing I see is his nose is different due to the fact that, or due to the assumption that is a bifocal affecting the size of his nose.
And it could be like coming through the tunnel, the lighting. And that was my first thing that I saw. And you can bring up the next one. It is, that's the transmitter that we found. Yeah. That's something in Harpole's pocket. We think it's
well, just which one am I looking for? I'm just showing you the one.
There we go. Right there.
Okay.
So I was looking at Charlie's hands and other pictures of a pack or device on him, and when I went closer, I said, well, what is that? That looks like a cut it and paste, or did he make a mistake, or what? I don't know. There's a watermark there, but there's something in the watermark is what my issue is.
Okay.
It could be nothing. I could be wrong.
So what you are looking at, there's the photographer takes pictures and they are expected to just send out the raw footage. But according to what Allie is seeing, it seemed to be doctored in some type of way in order to change something.
Yeah, maybe something in the photo. I don't know. Like, it's all like allegedly. I don't know. I could be wrong, right? I'm just saying that to me, and I edit photos when somebody asks me to, can you take this part out of this girl's hair and put it in? So I have to like take it out, put it in, touch it up. Can you take this mole off of her face? Sure,
Yeah.
I'll do that. And you would never know that I did it. So when I saw this, I go, is it a mistake? Did he take his watermark? Did he have something there from before? I don't know. This is just, I'm just bringing it to your attention, and I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think? What does that look like to you? Because the watermark is supposed to be clear. It's not supposed to have anything in the watermark.
Yeah. So it looks like there's something either taken away or added to this little part. And I don't know why, but it does look off. 1000%. It looks off.
Yeah.
Okay. So
my whole thing was I was looking at his hands, and then I found this, and you guys can go look at the pictures yourself. Like, there's something on Charlie's pants, and I don't know what this is. I'm trying to figure it out. People are saying
so explain what we're looking at, because to the naked eye, nobody knows what's going on. What is this?
So when they're carrying him through the tunnel, and it's the tunnel picture. I don't know if you can show that because it has it's probably graphic. As they're carrying him in between his
picture right here.
It's that one, but we can't show all
the rest of it. Okay.
So it's lying on, and I've confirmed it with other people. It's lying on Charlie's pants. Like, it's not attached to any security guard. It's on Charlie. It is as it seems.
What's the it?
You said it.
I don't know. It's the two lights that are there, and it looks like some sort of device, and it doesn't look like a cell phone to me. It looks like it's on.
Oh, so bottom leftish.
Two lights.
So you're saying something is electrical, or like a phone or something that is where?
I don't know.
What part of his body is this?
Can you not see the two lights?
What part of his body is this?
It's his pants, like his hip, kind of his hip when they're carrying him out. Yeah, his where his waistline would start.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
So isn't this an arm that's going down?
That is Charlie's arm. Yeah, that's Charlie's arm.
How is that? So this is his back. He got tats on his back.
If you want to bring up the whole photo, you can. It's up to you. I don't know.
It looks like a tattooed back. Is his back tattooed?
No, that's a security guard's arm.
Oh, okay. So that's the security guard's tattooed arm carrying him. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So that's the security guard's tattooed arm holding Charlie up, and that's Charlie's arm, and there's some electrical thing that's on. Gotcha. Okay.
On his waist. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I just from there, I went from that to looking at other pictures, and I'm just trying to, there it is there too. I just blurred out the hand because I can't understand why that watermark inside that watermark that's there. It just could be a simple error. I have no idea. I'm just bringing this to everybody's attention because if it's a raw image, it's a raw image, right? It's just totally making my theory just going, I don't know what to do anymore with my stuff. Yeah, I don't know what you think. Like,
that looks like a little bit of a cut and paste that was accidentally left behind.
Yeah.
It's,
So what is y'all's background on photography so everybody can know?
Well, for me, I'm not, it's not like I've been doing it for, you know, probably as many years as Charles. I have no idea how long he's been doing it. I do alterating photos. Like, you know, if there's a rip in a picture, I can completely restore that picture. And I do weddings, I do, like, you know, baptisms, all that kind of stuff. And then he's the cameraman. He does like audio and
yeah, and I've done a bunch of still stuff in the past. I've shot some like kung fu tournaments and, you know, stuff like that, and ultimate fighting, and I've done that as a stills person, but I do more videography. But I am familiar with editing, and I've stared a lot at monitors over my career, and I'm really good at continuity. And I guess that's where that would be my best expertise at this, is looking at two images and going through and trying to find something that might be different if they're the exact same image.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and we're looking at image integrity, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the integrity of the image seems to be off. And if we all are using these images and videos to come to a theory or, you know, a conclusion on who did what and why, because a lot of this has a lot to do with, I'm just going to say juice, not, you know, the B word. You know, somebody's, you know, got juice all over them. Somebody can remove the juice off a person's arm, right? If a person's hand is burnt, as another example, if he was electrocuted, the photographer can remove the burn marks off the person's hand, right?
Or they can put it there. They can put it there too.
Right. So if they want the person to look electrocuted, they can make the person look electrocuted. If they wanted the person to look like there's juice all over them, they can make it look like there's juice all over them. So say he was electrocuted, but they want the narrative to be he was shot. Well, they would remove the burn marks and add juice. So that is the point of what we're talking about.
Or add everything to confuse us. Or add it all to confuse everybody. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying what I see in the photo, and when I restore pictures, you know, old pictures, like something from a photo album that's been ripped, I can take that photo and you will never know. I completely can make it. Maybe one day I'll show it online, my work, but yeah, I just thought that was weird. I get the thing about watermark, but I just don't know what that is.
And bottom line is we would love to be wrong.
Yeah.
Please. Because if we're right, this is horrible.
Yeah.
So we want to be wrong here. We want to be wrong. We want to be mistaken.
Yeah.
And how horrible would this be if we are right?
It could be pretty bad, because that means people who have sort of banked their research on this would now have to redo it.
Right.
And try to be able to come up with the same evidence and facts based on different photos, which could be tricky, right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem with that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'd rather be wrong here.
Yeah.
And this affects all of us, not just this guy or that guy, not just the photographer. It affects the YouTuber. It affects the ballistic person. It affects Candace, because all of us are looking at photos and videos of things, and then we're pontificating and making conclusions off of the image. But if the image was doctored, now everything that we've said to our own audience has been a lie, unbeknownst to us.
Yeah, like the hands.
Yeah.
Look at the hands.
Yeah. Remember the hand.
Oh man, from day one.
Let me read the super chats real quick. Shout out to Dr. Umar is a Pookie. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And you can't fix stupid says Barron investigated McClintock. He does not seem to be any valid connection. He does not seem to be any valid connection to ROTC. I don't trust George at all. The video of the person running off the roof is from the security camera. No, the video was not from the security camera. We all know that video was doctored video. that is not video from the security camera. And this is kind of like what we're saying. Everybody and their mama knows after looking at that video, that is not real video. That is doctored video. The person in that video running off the roof, they had no shadow and they were pixelated. And if that was actual video from a camera off the roof, we would have seen him laying on the ground, with a gun like this, shooting somebody. Yeah. So true. That is not video from off the roof. That is doctored. That is AI. And that is an example of what we're saying. Some of you actually believe that that was actually a video that was real. It wasn't. When the person ran behind the tree, when he jumped down and ran behind the tree, he disappeared behind the tree. He was like, and then he just disappeared. People in the video behind the tree disappeared after the tree. So it all was fake. It was AI.
That's what everybody's saying. All those videos are fake. So now this just makes me go, well, is everything? Like, what's happening here? Yeah. What can we trust as footage, like videos or pictures? Like what's happening here? And this is why I just wanted to bring it to people's attention, because I just don't know what's happening. And I just want some answers, because I could be wrong. Right. And I don't know. What do you think, Aaron? Like, if the video footage is on the roof, we don't have any. We just have even the one of him coming up the steps. That doesn't look like Tyler. Everybody's saying that's fake. No, videos are fake. Now, pictures too. Like, it's bothering me.
The way I'm looking at it is if one picture or video is fake, all the pictures or videos are fake.
That's your take, eh? Yeah.
I've never depended personally on the photos, because I wasn't the ballistics guy. I had my theories of the air actuated pellet discharger, but I kind of like moved on from that, because the number one thing that I'm paying attention to is, of course, the tadpole traffic lights. So I don't care about no picture. I don't care about no video. I care about what's actually happening. The military, the pastors, the Romania, the Ukraine, the South Korea, and the tadpoles.
Right.
So I never depended on,
because it's all connected. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So personally don't care about the pictures. So if the picture was wrong, I don't care. There's still something going on with Turning Point USA and tadpoles. Yes. And that's what I'm focused on.
Yes. Yeah.
But other people have been solely dependent on these pictures. So you want to go into the Trigger Smart stuff? Or still more pictures?
Trigger Smart did a really good video with
Audio Freaks.
He's on X, he's on YouTube. He's really great.
Obviously has like the glasses and it's all.
And what they're actually doing, what this whole episode was about audio forensics and how to break that down and figure out the trajectory of the actual audio, the sounds, and how the audio reacts in this kind of environment. And it was a really good breakdown. And I guess we'll just we'll listen in a little bit.
It's really good.
Okay. So one shout out to Didi with a podcast in the last video where we started to show off, and here shout out to Trigger Smart. He's a good guy. Make sure to follow Didi with a podcast, and make sure to follow Audio Freak.
Yeah.
Audio Freak, and make sure to follow Trigger Smart. All right, what is going on? Oh, I had the damn volume off. Okay.
And it has, the obviously has like the glasses. It's all attached through AI and satellites and all that kind of stuff, and drones and everything are involved. So it is possible, based on that technology, that if there's a line of sight of any of the drones or people, or if there's an airplane that's equipped or whatever it is, if they can see Charlie, then the person shooting can see where Charlie's exact position is through the tent with that technology.
Well,
now, if not, I have no idea.
Well, I see another one as well. I mean, while we're on technology, it's like there was drones in the sky, and there was people walking behind the container, and the people on the other side of the container could, like, I don't know whether it was a pair of glasses or something, or like a virtual reality device, but you could literally see them walking behind and coming out the other side. It was like, whoa, this is like next level.
Yeah, that was the same tech. And
same stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, network together. Exactly. I mean, I don't know enough. I mean, I'm just a sound engineer. I'm just a nerd, I'm afraid. I'm just a dork that measures the audio. So, like, you know, as far as all of that stuff, I mean, we could speculate all day. You know, we could sit there guessing, but ultimately, we just test the audio and see what it's.
And hold on 1 second.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Then if we've got constraints, then we'll have to explain what fits in them constraints. But until we've got any constraints down, then we haven't got anything. We can guess all the inputs you like and make it do whatever you like. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, like if you're guessing. But if we just use the audio, we'll see what's available, and then we can tighten it up and we can move forward from there. Maybe Matt, maybe Zeb Boykin as well. Jason's good with video, you know, like maybe we can all sort of like say, okay, what works? You know, what's a plausible thing to say, you know, because I can't commit based on a couple of measurements. It needs more after I'm done, you know.
So George's Garden is saying I'm late. You may have answered this. Is there any way to tell the caliber of the round? So have you done anything where you compare?
Yeah. There is ways to tell the caliber of the round from the sound of the shot. And that generally, it depends on whether you can measure the mark cone. Because if you can measure that, you can measure the Doppler effect as the bullet goes past and changes pitch. You can then measure how fast it was going. And then obviously the pitch of what it is will tell you how big the bullet is. Does that make sense?
So have you done any of that, or do you know?
No, not yet. That's like 3 or 4 tests out away, you know, like this is just reflections at the moment. I mean, maybe I can look into that later, but I mean, ultimately we have, well, yeah, it's possible if you've got a decent enough recording. Like if you imagine, you know, as I said, audio records 41,000 times quicker than video, shall we say, on average, right? But you can increase that to 128,000 times, or, you know, like it goes right up. And if your recording's above 96 kilohertz, which is 96,000 revolutions per second, so that's a hell of a lot quicker than what we're getting at 41, then you can actually measure the shockwave itself. And this is what my problem with crack to thump was, crack to bang, whatever you want to call it. You know, where is the bullet when you measure the crack?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want? What's your take on that, babe?
Yeah, sure. I'm not an audio forensic specialist. I can't speak on any of that. I was hoping, I think it's either still coming up, but the part which is most relevant hasn't been said yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought y'all said.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it just hasn't come up, or that was the wrong part that's clipped. We can play it a little bit more. If not, then I will have to summarize the best I can, being not an audio forensics expert.
Yeah.
Okay, so just summarize, because that's all I got.
So basically what happens is Trigger Smart asks him about a section of mics. And he says it looks like this grouping of mics, which is pretty much, if you were looking at Charlie, would be to the right of him. Like if you're looking at him, so you'd be back about where the top of the waterfall is, and then you'd be to the right. And a lot of footage was taken from in and around there. And he was saying that the audio levels looked like they were twisted and manipulated from all of those mics. And what he means by mics is that could be, you know, a mic from this, a camera phone, right?
Yeah.
So he was saying that all looked like they had been manipulated a little bit. I really wish we had that exact one, but that's basically
just go check Trigger Smart's.
That's basically what he was
saying. I can.
You can keep playing it from that point too.
We might have just not got the edit right on the clip.
Yeah.
Apologize for that.
Yeah, because I got it right here. Just I don't know I don't know what I'm looking for. So
it'll be in about there's a part right by where
is it close to that, or I just don't know what I'm playing.
I don't know. I'm sorry, man. I clipped like a 5-minute clip. I gave it to Ali, and I thought we clipped it and gave it to you. Might be our fault. Totally my fault, guys. I'll take responsibility for all this. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But
no problem.
if it's not at the end of that clip, that's what it says. And basically, the guy was just saying that the audio looked like it had been messed with a bit. I'd rather it come from his mouth because he's an actual forensics audio engineer. I'm not like that at all.
Audio freaks said it, not us. Yeah.
So what he's essentially saying is the audio has been doctored in videos.
He did say that, yeah. And we were just trying to find the part where he said that, but everybody can go watch it if they want. And sorry, we couldn't find the exact part. I think it's
everybody keeps talking about Butch Hibbs in the chat. Do y'all want me to play the Butch Hibbs video? Because everybody keeps talking about the Butch Hibbs. Is there a significance to that? Because I got it, but people keep talking about it.
What are they saying?
I don't know, something about Butch Hibbs. Because I got that video if y'all want to see that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If it would show angles that are in question. All right, so I'm sending it to my computer now. And if we start frazzling up, is because this thing is sending it to my my computer. So don't worry about that. So there's some other pictures, and I can get to the video freak thing in a minute. Let's see. Right here. Here's another picture. Nope, that's not it.
Oh, no.
This it.
Right. So I talked about this on my last live stream, and
wait. See, somebody keeps saying Baron said something about Butch.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. They keep saying something about Butch, Baron, Butch, Baron. I don't know.
Was this last night?
Hold on. Butch is doctored nice.
Butch is doctored.
Somebody just keeps saying contact Baron Coleman because he knows about Butch Hibbs. And I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. We know about Butch too.
Yeah.
We actually gave Baron some of his Butch content. Yeah. Does this actually have something to do with...
Are they talking about the Rode mic in his shirt? Like, I think other people were talking about that. I never found that. Like, yeah, he did look like he had a Rode mic in his pocket, Butch. And they were saying allegedly that Butch gave it to Phillips. That little Rode mic square was in his pocket, and then all of a sudden in another picture it wasn't there. Also, I found that his son Butch III started a construction in May 2025, which I thought was very interesting. And the same construction company is the same one that is an umbrella for the one that paved the UVU. So I found that interesting because his son just got a job at a construction site.
Okay.
And so I don't know if there's any relevance to that, but his one of his sons, I think, is also in the Navy or military or something, Marines. I don't know.
Okay. So what's going on with this picture right here?
Well, I went live on this, so I wanted to get people's opinions because my theory is what I sent Baron was the electrocution theory, right? And Chris can chime in when he comes back, but we're talking about the proper UVU setup and how they should have put the table more to the left of the event, and they had it more towards the tunnel, and the tunnel has water going through it and all that extra stuff. But here you can see a lump in the grass, right? Do you see that? Yeah.
Yep.
So I was saying, and I was just like, fishing it out to see what people thought. I said, oh, this looks fake grass. This looks like a turf. This looks like this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, no, I think the wires are on top of the grass. Well, we have 5 sets of wires. And if they're all on the grass, and if it's real grass, I have a problem with that because it creates moisture. People step on the wires. It creates audio problems. It's not safe. It's negligent. For me, it's negligent. Allegedly, you don't put wires, like, you just don't throw them. Looks like moist and looks like moist grass. It looks more luscious than the courtyard. Does that make sense?
It does. It 1000% it does. Yes.
People were even telling me, Allie, have you seen behind the tent? All the grass is where Charlie apparently fell on top of the case. Did you see how it looks like so luscious and long? And I go, yeah. Why wasn't that cut? But the whole courtyard was cut except for this part. And I feel like there was wires under and possibly over. And that's just my That's just my opinion.
All right, so this is the Butch video that we talked about on a previous live stream. And I'm just playing this because everybody keeps talking about Butch. And let's just see what's in here.
Here we go. Watch.
I see him.
So there's Minivan Man on his phone, hanging out by himself.
Yep.
Look at old man. Watch old man. Terrell's on his phone there. I think old man is telling Terrell, get your fucking ass over there and get the SD cards. We can't have this shit. The FBI is on their way. You got to get over here. Watch what happens.
Everybody hit the like button.
Oh my God, he's on his hands and knees.
The pink hat is in on it as well. Okay, the pink hat person.
The pink hat guy right there.
Yeah. Okay.
They have behind the scenes access.
So looking at the grass, do you think this grass looks the same as the grass that was right in front of the tent? It looks different, doesn't it?
No. And underneath Charlie, you got to remember there's a piping system, there's water, like the electrical, there's I feel like there's like moisture rising up or something, and the grass is just more luxury. If we're gonna say it's real, right? We're saying it's real, it just
looks totally different, doesn't it? It looks like it's carpet.
Yes. I want to know what it is. I have another photo. I think I sent you. I don't know if I could put it in the stage. I don't know where it is. How do I add anything to the stage? I can't, I guess.
Hold on, let me take something out of here. I'm looking for something that we did not see yet.
It's by that one. Yeah, that one. So look at her foot. What do you see at her foot? I want you to tell me, Aaron.
I don't know. Grass.
What do you see beside the grass going where her foot is? There's like a black tarp there. Do you see it?
No, I don't see a black tarp. I see a concrete pillar that is on the ground.
Right underneath her foot. Right underneath her foot. Anybody in the chat see that? Right underneath her foot, where the grass is ending to the concrete, there's a black tarp there. And if you look at where the wires are going from the bulkhead cable from the wall into the ground.
See the black tarp. Yeah, there's black tarp. And what she's talking about is closer to the I don't know. I can't explain it.
Can you see my cursor on the screen or no?
No.
Put your cursor on the screen and then we can
Can you see my cursor?
No.
You can't see any cursors.
Okay. So by her foot, there's 3 square cable boxes. Do you see those there? You see a yellow one, then a middle one. Then you see a black wire. It's going straight into the ground.
Yes.
And there's a black tarp there, and there's grass on top of the black tarp. I have a problem with that. And underneath her foot in the tunnel, there's water. There's water right in the tunnel. If you can see underneath her foot, underneath her leg, there is water. All this gives me anxiety because I got electrocuted with regarding water. So why is there water there? Why is the wire going into the ground? Where is it going, Aaron?
Yeah.
This is all just, questions we need to ask, because if this is fake grass, maybe I would feel a little bit better if it's real grass. I don't like it if it's real grass because it contains moisture, soil, wetness. We don't put wires there. It's all affects the audio, affects water and electricity do not mix. So that's I did this on my last live stream, and everybody's like, well, there was wires in the grass. I said, well, they're everywhere. They're under, they're over. Okay, so this picture is of a transmitter that was attached to only one speaker. There was 4 speakers in the courtyard. And these girls, Lindsay and Wisha from X, go follow them, guys, sent me a picture and said, Allie, it was a very blurry picture, Aaron. You know when someone sends you a blurry picture?
Yeah.
They go, Allie, I know you can find this. Something's on the speaker. And I said, I can't tell what that is. It looks like a blob. And I spent a month and a half, all of us did, and I finally found the clearest picture you can see. And
so what we're looking at, this is the back of the speaker. Remember when the live stream first started? I'll play it again, where the guy looked up at the speaker. This is the back of the speaker. And what is the wires coming from the back to the best of your knowledge? And I'll play the other video.
Yeah, Chris is going to chime in now. Yeah.
Yeah, so like with this, there's like a couple thoughts, right? So like it could be just going into the mic out, which means it would be sending a signal to another speaker, right? So that's possible. But what these transmitters can also do is they can be modified as an RF relay or a triggering device. But generally, what they are supposed to do is just be used as a standard wireless mic pack. But you can do certain things for them, and I know that in this case they'd be trying to send like if this is what it is, they'd be sending a signal from one speaker to another. Yeah, and then you don't have to run any cables. Yeah, right.
But remember, Aaron, they had what two Rode mics, one on Hunter's microphone.
That's all different from this. It has nothing to do with this at all.
All right.
Those are Rode mics. This is a Sennheiser transmitter.
And that's what I'm just telling Aaron, like, why would they need this? Because they had two Rode mics and a wireless. What is this for? Is what our question is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm just trying to bring objectiveness to this. Like, I don't support any theory really to kind of do with this, but what I can tell you is what it does. Right. And what you can do with it. So like you can use it just as a mic pack. You can use it like this to send signal from one speaker to another, or you can modify it as an RF trigger. And why I say that's interesting is, sure, it can be nefarious, but I'm not going to speak on that for right now. What I am going to say is, in like Broadway shows and old English theater, sometimes they use these things to trigger certain things. Like if you wanted to light the flash or an item to tip over, right? Yeah. These are things that you could all have rigged to be done wirelessly.
And at previous, I've watched every every Prove Me Wrong event. Sorry. I've never seen this on a speaker. And we also talked about the setup, how the setup at his previous events, he got all this new gear from March until August. And the UVU setup was a little bit different. And Candace did say that. How come everything was different at this UVU event? You know,
right?
We got Terrell there. We got the table, the audio table. Just like he had no gear really. Like he had gear, but it wasn't like his other events. Does that make sense? He didn't have his monitor, his mixer, the proper stuff for, you know, a big event like this. There was like over 3,000 people there. So I would think that he would bring all his gear.
Yeah. So let me play this first Terrell Farnsworth video. So the people who may be asking, they'll be able to see it here. So I'm take the music out because it might be copyrighted. So this right here is when Terrell Farnsworth looks up at the speaker like, so watch this. So right, Terrell Farnsworth is walking in the screen right here. That's Terrell. And then there's the other photographer over there. And then right there is when he looks up at the speaker in question.
Yeah.
Right there. He looks up at
it. That's subtle. And he's not the only one that looks up at that speaker. Rick Cutler does it many times. I urge you all to go look at that because Rick Cutler looks up at that speaker a lot as well. And so Anthony West does go and touch the speaker a couple times. We saw in the beginning how many audio problems they had in the beginning, right? When Henry was speaking, nobody could hear him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
to
let's
see
look
Terrell
over this right
Farnsworth
here.
pop up right here with his arms crossed.
And everybody in the chat, y'all see what's going on, right? Y'all understand? Y'all see the characters?
So
y'all
here's
see
Santa Claus 47. Here's this pink hat person. Just watch. It'll make sense in a second. Whenever when
I'll just make sure that the people in the chat are understanding what's going on. I see it.
That's what Chib, guys.
There's Terrell. Do you see Terrell?
Yep.
I'm going to back it up because I didn't have it on 4K. Watch Terrell. There's Terrell. See that hand go on his chin?
So back it up a little bit. Some people,
watch this.
Back up a little bit. Back it up a little bit. Somebody in the chat is saying they don't understand. So just back it up just a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to where Terrell.
So Butch Hibbs is a little fuzzy, but Butch Hibbs is this little guy right in the middle of the screen. He has a hat on.
Is hanging out.
Yes. Okay.
Terrell, that's his face right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Butch is right here on his phone. All right, watch this.
Oh, I don't have this footage. Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, you have this one. You have this one.
Yeah, this one they start looking around for stuff.
Yeah.
And they actually find something.
You have this whole thing.
Yeah, I do.
Yep. We just didn't know Butch was there. Still on the phone, still standing there.
Still on the phone.
That's what we didn't know the whole time.
Okay.
So was that?
Watch this. Watch pink hat.
Pink hat, blue teal shirt, right?
This is an active crime scene, mind you.
What's he doing?
He's kicking over something.
He's kicking over people's belongings. He's looking for things, looking probably for the pieces of the necklace.
Something.
There comes Terrell. Do you see Terrell? Oh,
no.
We got another. Terrell just burned in.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, I see him. You see that witness across the screen?
Talking to the security guy. Look, do you see him look at Butch? Look at the security guy. Look at Butch.
And if y'all need to say something, make sure Chris says it, because I'm not going to know, because I'm going to think the video alley is talking and not the real alley is talking. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if y'all want to say something, make sure Chris says it, because then I would hear it, because I would think it's just the video alley and not the real alley.
Right.
Right there. They're watching. We got Pink Hat searching the area. We got Big Boy. That's the actual plainclothes officer. He's still scared as shit because he's got his gun drawn still, like he's about to shoot somebody. And then
that guy right there that just walked across the stream, he has the same tattoo as everybody else does.
Who's the guy? Pause. Pink Hat. Who is that?
We don't know.
So
the guy that walked across the screen, Billy, that one, Billy and Brandy did a video. He is the witness. He's a witness.
He's a witness?
Yep. What's he doing?
He's kicking over something.
He's kicking over people's belongings. He's looking for things, looking probably for the pieces of the necklace.
Something.
There comes Terrell. Do you see Terrell? Oh,
no.
We got another. Terrell just burned in.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, I see him.
Talking to the security guy. Look, do you see him look at Butch? Yes.
Oh, I'm going to look for him.
He has the same tattoo as everybody else does.
Okay, this guy right here is the only guy that appears in the crowd and then disappears in the crowd. And he's standing when Charlie, right down here, right where Butch was standing during the whole thing. Okay. Butch was right here at underneath the flag building at the very edge. Okay. So I'm going to keep on playing. And you're about to see, there's Andrew, photographer Andrew.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I see him.
Look at Butch. Look at old Butch. You see him?
Where is he? Whereabouts? There he is. Yeah.
Right. No, you haven't seen him yet. Look right here on the screen.
The 11 tolerance route. Yeah,
okay.
Where's he at?
Right in the
bottom left.
I don't know.
You don't see this?
You have to tell us
at the bottom. Yeah, I see him. So he's leaning against the wall all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
He's on his phone, crouched.
You see him?
Yep.
So the reason why I'm playing this, because somebody in the chat keeps saying Butch Hibbs, and this is a good conversation to have about Butch Hibbs. Butch Hibbs was assumably go ahead.
By the way, this video is from Adam Life is Driving. It's about I think it's an hour or 2 hours long, from the whole entire aftermath of UVU. So go look it up. It's there still. Adam Bartholomew or something. Bartholomew, and I think his YouTube is called Adam Life is Driving. So you can find that video and watch this whole thing in probably a clearer picture than what we're seeing here, because this is kind of blurry, right?
Okay.
The guys, and remember, Brian Harpole said, and that's a no-no. But did y'all see the chief up here tell these guys to go search and secure the crime scene? I sure as shit didn't.
Yeah. Oh,
So Blake,
Brian,
you said, hold
Harpo said,
on, Blake, you said earlier that they did not know the Butch guy, and he just wanted to take.
I said Charlie Kirk did not know the Butch guy. I said Charlie Kirk did not know the Butch guy. Butch knows all of these fools that are
no Charlie Kirk.
And Brian Harpo said that they came back to check to see if there was any more casualties. And
this is an old video. Yeah, this is an old video.
Yeah, we found out a bunch of stuff since then. That was
This was like October, wasn't it? When was this?
Maybe the end of October.
Yeah,
I forgot when that video was.
Yeah.
But the thing I wanted to show y'all was coming up. I wanted to show y'all this part right here. How Butch was just this part right here.
Focus on. Can you do that?
Yeah.
He hangs around afterwards just very weirdly in general.
He stays
exactly.
That's also what makes me think he doesn't really have anything, and he didn't actually bring anything in his pocket.
So you think he didn't bring
a close friend of my brother's? The first push of the trans gun, like that whole narrative was perpetrated right there for the very first freaking time out of old man. Okay, watch Mr. Ear Hustle. Watch this.
Damn.
That's Adam.
Let me back it up.
Mr. Ear Hustle.
Damn, there he is.
Okay, hang on. I'm not done.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
Watch this. So Adam goes to find another interview. Look here.
Damn, there he is again.
He's chilling right here. Okay, watch. Watch Mr. Ear Hustle. Watch this.
Damn. So we're looking at the little Butch dude. Damn.
He's listening to what everybody's saying. He wants to hear.
Away from Charlie, and when I look back at him after the echoes, there was blood protruding from his neck or his head, about 6 inches or more, literally gushing out.
Blake, this is good.
Like a 9mm range.
Look at old Ear Hustler. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's like, ooh, I'm gonna get in on this. I need to hear what this guy's saying.
I don't know. It sounded like
that's crazy.
It sounded like
there he is.
45 or anything, but I don't know. It didn't sound that deep to me. It almost sounded like a cherry bomb.
He's literally ear hustling.
Yeah.
That's the definition of it.
Wow.
Now watch old Billy Bob. Watch this redneck pop up over here on the left. They know each other, y'all. Watch this.
Obviously, the opposition was here, and now we're looking at a murder scene, possibly.
Everybody hit the like button, y'all. Y'all watching? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Okay.
Unless the EMTs were close, and it was pretty. I mean, rated R level kind of stuff. Yeah.
So, like in those spy movies, when someone walks up behind you and they're about to walk up because you don't even have to look over at them to see who the hell just walked up behind you. You just saw that happen. They know each other.
So I just want to play that also because somebody was talking about Butch Hips.
Yeah.
So
there's another video of him actually from behind, and he's saying just as he's coming in, Adam's coming in, and he's taking a video of Terrell taking down the SD cards. Mm-hmm. He's like, Charlie's been shot. And then Butch is from behind. He's saying, well, I heard, the last person that was speaking, he was talking to Adam. The last person that was speaking was talking about shootings. And it's so weird that he got shot. Butch said that.
Really?
So he's like, yeah. So he's like feeding. Yeah, it's in another video. And he's feeding something into Adam's ear. And then he said, and my brother knows him. Yeah, he knows my brother. So go watch that whole video, guys. Butch says a lot of stuff in the background.
I never heard Butch Hibbs talk. I'm trying to remember. Yep.
But he's in the back.
Yeah.
Adam is filming, and you can hear it's Butch's voice. You can
okay.
Hear. Yeah.
So to the people who are here now, maybe they were not here earlier. So I just want to rehash on what the title and the subject of this is to help people come catch up. So here we go.
How would you explain your take
everybody has about Tyler Robinson.
Okay, so this is an old video of Didi with a podcast interviewing George Webb, and he says something very important here that a lot of us didn't really want to believe because we didn't necessarily like George Webb, but I think he had a point.
The Tyler Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about Tyler Robinson.
Wait, somebody said, why am I not reading their super chat? Oh, sorry about that. Just my opinion. Allie, I just tagged you on X. I'd love to know what you think about it. Sorry about that, just my opinion.
Yeah, think about what? I don't know.
Whatever they just tagged you on X.
The Tyler Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about Tyler Robinson is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC background. Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming the FBI is relying on are all ROTC photographers.
All the filming, you mean like filming the shoot on the roof?
Yep, the filming of the shooting on the roof where the guy jumps off.
And are you saying that Tyler was affiliated with these people?
Yes.
So here's the thing.
Yes,
No way.
Yes, he's a member of the ROTC. He was in a club. I went to the club. It was Buzzards and Bees.
So I have to stop it right there. Buzzards and Bees is older men with tadpoles, and the tadpoles would be at this party, and whomever would invite the buzzards, which is the older guys, to hang out with the tadpoles, right? And everybody's hanging out, everybody's partying, and there's nothing but tadpoles in here. And the older guys would be in there. And unbeknownst to the older guys, there is a certain amount of psyop espionage going on where the young tadpoles are specifically there in order to infiltrate the information that the older guys have. All right. So that's what the Buzzards and Bees assumably was. So here we go again.
Is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC background. Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming,
the people that did all of the filming,
the FBI is relying on, are all ROTC photographers.
And the whole point of that is the ROTC, if all of the photographers are ROTC, all of the photographers work for the CIA or are paid or they do what the CIA is telling them to do, because months ago we grown an understanding that not UVU, but part UVU and USU, I think the one that's like 20 miles away, they train Utah State, they actually train CIA agents.
Yes.
It's a CIA training facility. So when you see ROTC, you see CIA. And when you see Mormon, you see CIA also. So a lot of these young people at this UVU college and USU, I think I'm saying it right, USU, are somewhat affiliated with the CIA along with the cameramen, which means everybody, virtually everybody, I would say, that is taking film and video and pictures at this situation were presumably CIA. All right. So I just want to make sure y'all understand what's going on.
The Tyler Robinson angle. How would you explain your take on what's going on here?
The story everybody has about Tyler Robinson is wrong. They haven't looked at his ROTC background. Later, it came out that the people that did all the filming the FBI is relying on are all ROTC photographers.
All the filming, you mean like filming the shoot on the roof?
Yep, the filming of the shooting on the roof where the guy jumps off.
And are you saying that Tyler was affiliated with these people?
Yes, yes.
So Tyler Robinson is affiliated with the camera people.
No way.
Yes, he's a member of the ROTC. He was in a club. I went to the club. It was Buzzards and Bees,
which is a young boy, young boy club type of thing.
Society. It was a military program using young men.
A military program, y'all. Military program.
And to try to compromise older men
That's it. To try to compromise older men
in the missile, space, and defense business.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
And because of that, we can't trust any audio and audio, video, or film person having to do with this case.
Yep.
And so to a certain degree, for the last 3-4 months, we have been looking at video. We have been listening to audio, because Audio Freak said there's something wrong with the audio also of the gunshot, you know, how it sounded.
Yeah.
And from Trigger Smart. And also the pictures are presumably doctored. And that's what we've been talking about right here.
Yeah.
So these pictures.
So yeah. So like
So we
I
have
was
doctored pictures, doctored audio, and doctored video. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking for, you know, his hands because I got so excited because I saw other pictures of his hands when he fell over from video footage, and I saw that thing that you see on the screen there was on Charlie's waist when they were carrying him out through the tunnel. And I said, what's that? And I kept looking further. And then I just saw some, you know, some weird things in the photographs. I said, well, that looks like a cut and paste. I don't know. It's allegedly, like, I would like to know if it's just an error. I could be wrong, but I'm a photographer and I know like what I can do in the photos that I restore. So I don't know. After this other video came out that we shared this morning, I mean, this afternoon on your stream, on our streams, with Terrell, it's just like everything, and even the rooftop of Tyler, everything in the tunnel, everything is just fake now. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I would just say, just be careful when you're investigating in general. Like, in the communities out there, there's a lot of video engineers and audio engineers, and if you have something that you think is you know, really valuable, before you know, sending it out to the world, just have a conversation with somebody in private, and you know, let them verify what you got before you put it out there. Just double check. You know, it's just a smart thing to do these days, right?
Yeah. So any YouTuber that's talking about pictures saying this is the evidence, this is the issue, this is the thing, most likely they're pointing at something that's doctored and they don't even know that it's doctored. And so we're letting everybody know that all of the information that we have in picture form, video form, and audio form presumably has been doctored, so we can't believe it. And luckily for me, I haven't been so hard on a ballistic side where I'm not dependent on pictures. I'm not dependent on videos. Even though I make play videos, I focus on the tadpole traffic lights, and that is actual evidence that I am using to, you know. And speaking of tadpole traffic lights, just a little side note, I was going down a rabbit hole about Ukraine and you know, what's going on in Russia and all these places over there, right? And I ran into the movie Hostel.
Okay.
And I found out that there's a Hostel 1, there's a Hostel 2, there's a Hostel 3, right? And it just came up in what I'm looking at. It was like Ukrainians doing something, right? So I looked at Hostel 3. I think I've looked at one of the hostels, but I probably turned it off because I don't remember it, right? But altogether, for those who don't know, put a 1 in the chat if anybody has ever watched Hostel or the Hostel, one of the hostels, right? But overall, it's about traffic lights, I would just say. So what happens in Hostel 3 was a bunch of young guys would go to Vegas because somebody's about to get married, right? And next thing you know, they're out there having fun, and then they get invited by some girls to this other place, right? So they get in a cab and they go to this other place, and it's kind of like off the strip of Vegas, right? And this is Vegas, not Ukraine, but the people in the video are Ukrainian, according to the movie, right? So just to give y'all an understanding of why these people are doing these things and just snatching up people, just so y'all have a better understanding of all of this. Because a lot of people are like, why would somebody want to do this? Well, they'll be walking down the hallway and say it's like 7 guys and girls just hanging out, right? Next thing you know, they all go to this party, and it's a bachelor party. Everybody's having fun. And one of the guys would get, you know, they'll drink something and fall asleep, right?
Yep.
And then he'll wake up in a cage. And he's now in a cage. He's like, what's going on? Why am I here? And the reasoning for this, because this is an important part, is to do shows for rich people. So the guy would be taken out of the cage and he will be in this room. This is in the movie. And he will be sitting down on a chair like this, strapped down. And the rich people would now be able to, it's kind of like a stadium. So instead of the stadium looking at a movie screen, the stadium is looking at a room with a glass wall, right? And it's audio. Next thing you know, you have certain people that will come in there, like a person with a bow and arrow, you know, the mechanical bow and arrow that just, you know, with a like that. And she would just be like, bop, 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 while the guy is in the chair, right? They'll have a guy that's a surgeon that would just, if y'all understand what I'm saying, right? And the people, the rich people would be sitting there paying money to get the people to do different things in the room. So the guy was looking over at the room, and whoever is the highest bidder, that's who would do something, right? They say,
reminds me like Rome in the old Rome when they did that, right?
Yeah. So it'll be a diagram of, do you want the marksman to shoot person? Do you want the person, the surgeon to do some crazy stuff? Do you want his finger? What do you want? And then the highest bidder will get what they want, and everybody be sitting back, and they would bet on how the person is reacting.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What the hell happened? Okay, I'm good. Something just happened. So that just y'all can see me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is just another example of who, what, when, where, why, and how. People who have money, just like with the Sasha Riley story, people with money would go to these farms, they would go to these islands, or they would be in Vegas or in there from Ukraine or Russia or whatever, and they would pay boatloads of money in order to see somebody get blanked. Whatever the blank you want to, you would fill in the blank or whatever it is.
Auction.
Is an auction. Yeah. A blanking.
Because I want to cover the Amy Bradley story. I don't know if anybody heard about that. I really want to cover that. It was back in the 90s, and she didn't make it off the ship. They were docking in Aruba, and she didn't make it off.
It takes place on a cruise ship.
Yeah. On a cruise ship.
So they taking people from cruise ships.
Yeah.
Why did not
they dock it, and it's the people that work on the ship.
Yes.
So they're already they have pictures of the people. So they take pictures of the people on the cruise. They're like, cha, 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 take a picture, and then they sell it. Which one do you want? Okay, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna dance with her tonight. And then she was gone. So I really want to cover that one, because you talk about traffic lights and poles and stuff. It's dear to me as well, and I've always wanted to cover that one. You should look it up, the Amy Bradley. Cover that. Amy Bradley.
I'm definitely
he's still freaking missing. And there's been a lot of evidence put out. Anybody in the chat know about Amy Bradley? Put a 1 in the chat.
Yeah, and there's people like, I don't know. The story takes place over a bunch of years. So she was taken as a teenager, and throughout the past 20 years, people have reported seeing her in different countries and stuff, and nobody looks into it. Nobody ever looks into it.
And the guy that is apparently involved in taking her, that was dancing with her that night, the daughter came out and said, I found these photographs of women in your bag. Right. Yeah. The daughter came out and said, what is this, Dad? And she was Amy Bradley was one of the photographs that was in his bag. So it's a really interesting documentary if you guys all want to watch that.
So and we are bringing this up to let y'all know that it's not just the Turning Point USA situation. It's not it's not, and it's not just tadpoles. It's women and children.
Yeah, I know she
right?
wasn't a tadpole. This girl, I know.
Right.
People in chat are saying I think she was 19. I don't
was.
care.
She
I don't
was.
care if how old she was.
It doesn't matter. She's missing. If somebody's going missing, is something that needs to see. Here's a problem, and this is not against anybody in the chat. 277,000 women go missing every year. On average, 22,000 women go missing every month, and nobody seems to care.
Yeah, boys too. Yeah,
boys too.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, we just act like just because it's not my girlfriend, just because it's not my daughter, just because it's not my niece, you don't really care. Or just because she's 25, she's 26, you don't care because she's grown, right? But y'all have to understand that this traffic light thing is $1 billion industry. And all they literally need to do is just droop. It's just like pruning. It's just like picking a hair out of your chin. It's thousands of other hairs. So who cares? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but these are women and not hairs on your chin. So somebody is looking for that woman or that child. And we can't just sit here and say, well, she was wrong. Oh, well, she should have did this. Or well, she did it. No, these people matter. So I just wanted to say that these people freaking matter. And we can't just keep saying just because it's not connected to a movie star or a popular person, the person is gone and who cares? No. You remember how, like, on a normal basis, a girl will go missing and all of a sudden you'll see people like in the woods with flashlights looking for the girl?
Yeah.
When was the last time have you seen anybody looking for a girl? Everybody getting together, we're going to find her. Now you never see it. Because it happens so often. And the government is most likely having something to do with some of this stuff. So because of that, nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's always missing girl. And then it'll be the news. Everybody's getting together, look for. You never see that anymore.
We don't see it anymore.
That's a problem.
And I'm glad that you're touching on that because I know that's what you do. And it's dear to me too. Like I like to, go back and go on those cold cases. Chris knows that I like to do that and try to crack that cold case. Right. And investigate it. But yeah, right now we're doing the Charlie Kirk thing. But before this Charlie Kirk thing happened, I was helping people with the Amy Bradley thing. So people probably don't even know about that. So I've been doing a little bit of that. I'll get back onto that again because I haven't done any live streams about that. But yeah, this poor girl probably is somewhere, and she's older now. She's probably in her 40s and had 2 kids and was compromised and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And the movie Taken.
Yeah.
The only reason why that girl got saved is because her dad was crazy.
Yeah.
But if just imagine Taken being a normal guy and he's calling somebody, hey, I'm gonna get you. Man, please click. And that's it.
That movie's over.
Movie's over because he doesn't have a special set of skills like that guy does. He's just a normal guy that works at Walmart. Hey, you got my kid. Shut up. Click. That's it.
Yep.
So it's people who literally are in grave danger and nobody seems to care because it happens so often.
Desensitized to it, man.
Yes.
And I don't think that's something that we should ever be desensitized to, but sadly it looks like that's what's happening, not just with like countries or nations. It's just like society in general, man. It's just accepted now. So it's like, oh, well, that happens. That's just a number that we're going to live with. And that's thousands of people's lives. That's, tens of thousands of families.
Like the R. Kelly guy, right? That all that stuff that happened with that. It's just like these kids just get, brainwashed, right?
And let me show y'all this right here, because this is important right here.
Repeat basically the same line over and over and over, all on different stations. While looking for health information in the Twitterverse. Be extra cautious while looking for health information in the Twitterverse.
Be extra cautious while looking for health information in the Twitterverse.
Be extra cautious while looking for health information in the Twitterverse.
Be extra cautious while looking for health information on the Twitterverse.
Be extra cautious. Twitter. Be extra cautious while looking for health information on Twitter. Be extra
Dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely 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 dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
And the reason why I wanted to show y'all that is that you can't depend on the news to be covering things that they don't want you to know. So you may say, well, I ain't seen nothing on the news. It must not be happening. The news works for the government.
Yep.
That's why you got to do the digging yourself.
Yep.
The best.
You have to
best
do the
research.
digging yourself. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. And actually, hold on. Remember I told you about the video about Taylor Swift?
Oh, yes.
Hold on a second.
Oh, right. From last night in the space. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Because I was talking about that during the Diddy trial. Let me see if I can find it. It shouldn't be hard to find. Here it is right here. Y'all check this out real quick.
Told you that the music industry has a really dark side. But see, you probably know that already. But how deep does the rabbit hole really go? In this video, we'll be diving deep into the rabbit hole of the music industry. Now, it's interesting with all the documents that have been coming out about Diddy, right? Because there is no longer any mention of any minors in those documents, right?
And remember, the Diddy situation had a lot to do with tadpole traffic lights also.
But there's also no mention of an individual named Lucian Grange. But we'll get to Lucian here in a second. And as you can see in the indictment, prosecutors allege that since 2008, supposedly, that Combs has been part of a criminal organization that engaged or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice, and other offenses. But it's really interesting over the years who Diddy himself decided to associate himself with. Swift's father, aka Scott Kingsley Smith, is. Stay with me over the next couple of minutes and allow me to truly open your eyes just a little bit, taking you down a rabbit hole you never thought about digging into in the first place. Scott Swift entered into the financial business by becoming a stockbroker. He actually established the Swift Group, and we'll get to them here in a moment.
And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Candace Owens just brought up Taylor Swift, and I was telling Allie that there's a Taylor Swift rabbit hole that has a lot to do with traffic lights also, so that's what we're
But the
talking
Swift Group was a financial advisory group that is part of Merrill Lynch. This is the most important part, okay? And did you know that when Taylor sought to pursue her career in music, Scott relocated his company to Nashville, where he works as a top advisor and first vice president? And if anybody would like me to do a video on Taylor and her shady affiliations with UMG, just let me know in the comment section. But right now for this video, we're going to be primarily focused on Merrill Lynch, and then Scott Swift's affiliation with Merrill Lynch as well. But as you can see, Merrill Lynch & Co. is the former name of a prominent Wall Street investment firm. Since its acquisition by Bank of America in 2009, we'll get to why that's an important date right there. It has become known simply as Merrill and operates as a wealth management division of Bank of America. Now, this is one of the most important parts, okay? Prior to its acquisition by Bank of America, the company was a leading player in the subprime mortgage market, which collapsed in 2007. And as you can see, it was also acquired by Bank of America in 2009 in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis. You see where I'm going with this? In 2006, BlackRock just so happened to acquire Merrill Lynch Investment Management, expanding its retail and international presence. And in 2008, we'll get to why this is important here in a second. Amidst the financial crisis, the head of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York asked BlackRock to analyze Bear Stearns' mortgage-backed securities assets and determine their value. And as we should all know, BlackRock plays a key advisory role to institutions across the globe seeking to navigate the financial crisis. And that's where we get to Mr. John Alexander Thane, right? John is an American financial executive and investment banker. He was president and co-CEO of Goldman Sachs, and then CEO of the New York Stock Exchange. Thane then became the last chairman and CEO of Merrill Lynch & Co. before its merger with Bank of America. He was also designated to become president of Global Banking, Securities, and Wealth Management at the newly combined company, but resigned on January 22, 2009. Ken Lewis, CEO of Bank of America, reportedly forced Thane to step down after several controversies, such as the losses at Merrill Lynch, which proved to be far larger than previously estimated, and the award of huge executive bonuses. Now, like I just showed you, right, John was the COO of Goldman Sachs, right? Goldman Sachs was criticized for allegedly misleading its investors and profiting from the collapse of the mortgage market during the 2007-2018 financial crisis. This led to investigations from the United States Congress and the United States Department of Justice and a lawsuit from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that resulted in Goldman paying a $550 million settlement in July of 2010. Now, if you would like to really know what Scott Swift's association with this was and his relationship with John and himself, please go check down in the comments section. Because there are some things and some associations with certain people that you can't actually talk about openly on a video on TikTok. But that'll connect the dots with Mr. Scott Swift for you. But let's dig a little bit deeper. BlackRock acquired Merrill Lynch's investment manager division in 2006, like I just said, right? In exchange for a 49% ownership interest in the company. But the deal also gave Merrill Lynch a 49.5% stake in BlackRock. And as we know, the remainder of BlackRock is owned by institutional and individual investors as well.
So y'all see how the Swifts have something to do with BlackRock. And for those who don't know, BlackRock and Vanguard controls virtually every news station in America. So I just want y'all to understand that. So the Swifts, BlackRock, Vanguard, and the news, along with the government and the military, is all mixed together.
As well as BlackRock employees. And if Merrill Lynch just so happened to have a 49.5% stake in BlackRock, then why are none of their members on the board of BlackRock? I'm not going to confirm whether or not those members have any association with what I'm about to show you, but pretty sure the answer is obvious for you to figure out. Did you know through mergers, the oldest branch of the Bank of America franchise can be traced to 1784 when Massachusetts Bank was chartered, the first federally chartered joint stock-owned bank in the United States. Now here's a little something about the Massachusetts Bank, right? The Bank of Boston traced its roots back to the Massachusetts Bank founded in 1784. It was only the second bank to receive a charter in the United States after the Bank of North America. The bank's charter was signed by John Hancock, and among its early account holders were such notable figures as Paul Revere, Samuel Adams, John Hancock, and Henry Knox. You know what's interesting about some of these names right here, right? I'll let you read this one for yourself. It's pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. Can you see where I'm going with this right now? I'm sure everybody knows who they are, right? Just read this part right here, okay? Do me that favor. And as you can see, many of the United States founders, including who, and who. So this history goes back pretty damn far, with some pretty interesting roots, if I'd say. But see, in 2008, right, a lot of things changed. For example, Obama became president right in the middle of the financial crisis. And there's a lot more things I'd like to say out in the open on this video, but unfortunately, I'll be issued a violation if I just so happen to say anything.
So yeah, just a little tidbit of information on how everything to a certain degree is connected.
You asked me last night on the space and I said, oh, didn't he do stocks or something? And it's very weird because I know I heard from when she became famous, like from what I heard that he bought her first set of albums or something just to push it out into the market. So he is pretty up there. So
if y'all remember Taylor Swift, she was making country music.
Yep. Yeah. And then she switched over to pop. Yeah. Interesting. But I see I got an alert that Candace is going live soon.
Oh yeah, let's get up out of here.
What time is it? Yeah.
Almost 5 o'clock.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. All right, everybody drop I stand with Candace in the chat. Everybody drop I stand with Candace in the chat. Yeah. And let's go get in Candace live and spam it and say, Mr.LetGo sent me here. Mr.LetGo sent me here. And Allie Top Files sent me here.
Because she got a legal letter. I don't know if everybody knows that.
Yeah, so we got to give her some support because sometimes hearing and seeing our support kind of strengthens you and makes you makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody say I stand with Candace in the chat because dealing with legal letters and dealing with all this other stuff can easily cause you to be like, man, I don't want to do this no more. Yeah. So she needs our support.
Like storm is coming. So everybody stay safe and get your stuff so you don't have to go out, right?
Yes. Oh, and with that, let me put myself on a big screen real quick. Something that I just learned, and it's the most craziest thing in the world. If you end up without power you get you a baking pan. You know how the baking pan had the little muffin pan that has like the different holes in it. You know, everybody knows what a muffin pan looks like, right? You get you the little baby candles, right? The little candles that be like this big and round like this. And then you literally put a candle in each one of the little baking sections and light each one. You can cook food on the baking pan with the candles inside of your car. You can like,
did you know?
So you're out of power and you're like, oh shit. You can literally go in your car, crack the windows, of course, and set the candles in the baking pan and put a skillet, and you can cook food in the car where it's warm. Just so y'all know, I'm going to do a video on that because I just want to make sure everybody is safe and can cook food inside of your car if you need to.
That's funny. I just bought Chris something for Christmas. What is it called? It's just it's a wind up.
It's basically a solar powered radio for like you know, Armageddon type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's like a hand cranked like solar radio. It has a solar panel on it. It's got all these different ports that you can charge different things out of. It's kind of cool. I hope I don't need that.
I know,
but
right?
If you do, we'll be going live from that.
Yeah. Everybody stay safe, okay? Thank you.
All right. So we about to go all watch Candace's show and say Mr.LetGo sent you or Alley Top Files sent you. And let's go over there and get her some support. Talk to y'all later. I'm dropping the song before we go. Make sure to follow Alley Top Files on Twitter as well as YouTube, y'all. She has a YouTube channel going and she is doing her thing.
I'm going to do other stuff. I'm not just doing Charlie Kirk. So stay tuned.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
I'm about to play your favorite song, Allie.
The second one. Oh, I love this one.
The Scooby-Doo one.
Everybody loves the first one. I hope you make
Everybody loves the first one. I love this one. This is my favorite one right here. This one goes crazy. I don't know what y'all talking about. This is the best right here.
I told ya.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Yeah, black or white, red or blue. We all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Yo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Yo, black or white, red or blue. Yo, we all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Oh.